This is going to be a fun one. I'm going to take you on some tours of luxury houses here on the Central Coast, California. So if you're ready to gear up and take a look at some beautifulness, then this is the video for you. So we're going to get to it right now. Hi there and welcome back to Central Coast Living. Glad to see you here. And if this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're coming back, we're so glad to see you again. My name is Bernice and I'm a local real estate broker here on the Central Coast. I grew up here, raised my kids here, and I am still here. So in this channel, we try to tell you everything about real estate, lifestyle, and everything in between here on the Central Coast. And right now we're getting calls from people just like you trying to figure out where they want to land here. And we absolutely love it. And we're getting calls, texts, emails, all those things from people. So just be sure to reach out if there's something that we can help you with. The phone number is coming up and all the information just to get in contact with us. But we love making these videos for you. However, we do sell real estate full time, and that is what we do. So this is trying to save you some time and money, giving you some information so that you can get a better feel for the area. All right, so in this one, it is going to be a good one. So I'm going to break down some of the locations and just show you what is currently kind of what's available in this price point for you. Obviously, you know, no two homes are alike. Some are very custom built. There are some subdivisions that I will be exploring with you and sharing with you that are architecturally designed with a lot of continuity in certain subdivisions. Those are available, but for the most part, they're going to be a little bit different when we get to the higher caliber price points. So let me give you a little bit of background of the area that we're going to explore, which is Pismo Beach, California. So this is a coastal beach town, but it has different pockets of areas, and that's why I wanted to really break this down and focus on this particular video just on Pismo Beach luxury houses for you. So downtown Pismo is where you will see, we call it Pismo. Downtown Pismo Beach is where you will find the iconic pier that's been completely revamped, along with the promenade downtown. All of that was done this last couple years, and it's been reopened, and it's been just more of a magnet now for the tourism in California. We have a lot of people that come over during the heat waves of the Central Valley, and we have our neighboring areas, Los Angeles and San Francisco, people that come into the area to get away from that, stressful, high-paced lifestyle sometimes. So, so we're going to go over some of the areas for you to kind of discover, and just be sure that as you're exploring the California and really looking for luxury beach homes, obviously it's Pismo Beach, so you're going to be alongside the coast. So it's going to be the conversations are usually, that people want a view. People want single story homes, very, very prominent in our retirement demographic that moves in to the area. So a single story with a view, or single story with walking capabilities or short distance to the beach. So all of these little areas that we're going to discover together, I'm going to share with you, are all going to be a little bit different. And just depending on your lifestyle or what you're looking for, quick access to the beach or just the view, or is the house criteria important to you as far as, contemporary cottage beach? You want to be away from the hoopla of downtown Pismo Beach itself, because there's going to be the restaurants, there's going to be the people coming into town on the major holidays. So those are factors that you need to discuss and kind of weigh out of what you want as you're looking into these properties. So the first area that we're going to go over is called Pacific Estates. And this one is venturing farther away from downtown. And I'm going to pretty much focus or pinpoint the downtown Pismo area so that you can have an idea of where these other areas that have the 93449 zip code, the Pismo Beach zip code, but are so far away from the actual downtown area. So again, we'll take a kind of a look at it. I'll bring up a map and we'll take a look at what the houses look like in those particular neighborhoods to see if it's a good fit for you, or if this is something that an area that you might want to consider. Okay, so I'm going to bring up a map and I'm going to bring up this particular property and area so I can go over it with you. So I like to give you some location information too, so you know where this particular area is and subdivision and what's around there, to see if it's something that you would want to consider, or if it's something that you need, if it's situated in a location for you. So we try to give you location information, so we're going to bring that right up. Okay, so here is Pacific Estates, and this is a property that we actually just sold recently on 98 Coral Circle. You'll start seeing some footage of it. And so in this area of Pacific Estates, you have elevation. So in this area, you're going to have distant ocean views, and you're really close to Highway 101, which is easy hop, skip, and a jump. So like this picture right here, you can see the ocean view off into the distance. So this is a luxury location too, if you will. So let's take you inside the house a little bit. So it is a little bit dated on this particular one, so I'm kind of starting off with this one. Some of them are redone in the interior, and this one in particular is a 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2406 square feet, 8875 square foot lot, built in 99, 2-car garage, and this one went out the door at 1329. So what I like to tell you also is, like I said, location information. So if you look at the rooftops right here in this particular area, they're all that terracotta style homes. So right now we're going to drop in footage for this particular area. You're going to see that you're going to go up Fantana Drive. It's a long road up here, and again, you're getting elevation all the way to the tippy top over here. And so this is going to give you some views, again, just like you just saw, but again, let's give you some information of what's nearby. All right, so I'm bringing you back over to the location that I want you to see, which is right here is California Fresh. So the area that I'm talking about, Pacific Estates, is right in this area right here. So California Fresh is a fantastic grocery store that you are literally going to be able to access so nicely from this location. So this is still the Pismo Beach zip code, like I said, but you're going to be able to go down Ventana over to James Way and hop skip over here on 4th Street and get to this shopping center right here. And you've got sushi, you've got California Fresh, and I just want to show you what that store is all about. It's got it's got like a little salad bar. It's got hot food, and it's got hot food that you can even get dinner for. It's a very kind of a little bit more of a medium scale, upscale grocery store. And so that's going to be right across the way. I mean, look at the salad bar. It's just amazing. So you've got a lot of opportunity here to be accessible to all of these things right across the way. Their butcher shop's amazing. Here is their produce area. It's always very clean. When you walk in, there's even just an amazing feeling. There's also a little coffee area where you can get your morning coffee. So this is California Fresh. So this is again right across the way. Okay, so yes, this is California Fresh. So this is something that you need to be aware of, that's going to be very accessible to you. And not only that, if you look across the way, so here's the whole center. You've got a drugstore, which is boom, Rite Aid right here. So you have a Rite Aid, you have a Starbucks, pizza, Thai food, Subway, this gas station right here. And then down this road, you have the Prime Outlets over here. And then this is the whole area that I was speaking of. So this is just a hop, skip, and a jump over to you, available all the time for your day-to-day living, easy peasy over here. So this is another area in Pismo where you can get luxury homes. Now up here, these are all going to vary in sizes. We have a lot of retirement, second homes. Young families, yes, they are, but this is a neighborhood that's very hilly, so it's not like you're going to see a ton of kids outside playing, but there's a park right down the road. These are really nice, nice sized homes. The one that we had was a little bit on the smaller end. These can be 28, 27, over 3,000. They will be mostly 2-story, but some of them can have most of the living space in the first story because they're built on a hillside. It just depends on what side of the street they have been built on, and so you can find a floor plan that can work for you if the stairs are an issue. So again, this is pretty prime real estate, really easy to get to a lot of things that you want to get to for your day-to-day. Like I said, this is right across the street. This is definitely a location to consider. And of course, you can see how the design, architectural design, the rooftops, the stucco Mediterranean style homes are pretty primarily the architectural design in this particular neighborhood. All right, so now we're making our way down, heading north to another place in Pismo Beach. Okay, so here's some new construction that you might want to consider. So now we're over here, as I mentioned, we skipped over here from where we were at Pacific States. Pacific Heights is another location right in this little cluster, which is really close to downtown Pismo. This is a lot of older homes up here, and there will be some luxury homes that can be a consideration for you if you're in that specific caliber, but there's few and far between. These are really a much older 60s, 70s, even 50s on these homes up here. So there are a few that have been in the 2 million range that have been completely revamped, but there's not a lot of continuity in that, but there's some really amazing views over here. There's nothing really that I can show you, but this is called Pacific Heights. And if you wanted to have a conversation about that, we could. So just reach out with any questions you might have there, but just put that in your GPS and go up Wadsworth and Pismo and check that neighborhood out, Pacific Heights. But this is really, there's going to be more continuity in this area. Again, we have those rooftops. So this is new construction in this area, and it is really close to what's called the Pismo Preserve. There's hiking right around the corner from this. So this type of property is available. This is getting out the door at a 2.8, 3-bed, 3-bath, 2,947 square feet, a 6,800 square foot lot, 3-car garage, new construction, newer construction, 2021. So let's take a look at some pictures just to give you an idea. So here we go. This is more of a contemporary feel here. This is a very well-known builder. So as you can see here, you're going to have the distant ocean views from decking, and you do have that elevation. The sunsets here are gorgeous, so that's amazing, something that you can have on the daily. So let's go through some of this just to give you a better feel of what this looks like on the inside. As you can see, the kitchen is just really nicely done. You have the quartz, you have everything very flush, and a whole new look, different look than what I just showed you. I'm just giving you a feel for this. This is truly, we're in that other price point here, and different location. So as you can see, here's the homes right here. You've got the typical, California look here and feel. So now you have the concrete tile roofs here on this one. more of the gray tones versus the darker, richer colors of the Mediterranean. And here you go, you've got an elevator, so that's obviously a well sought out, a requirement for some people in this day and age. So when you're getting a home of this caliber, a lot of the times the elevators will be put in for you, especially in one of the ones that I'm going to be showing you here. You're going to be seeing some more elevators. Got a really stunning property coming for you at the very end. So again, this location, let's talk about the location information on this one. So let me get back to this little map right here. All right, so you're on the 101 so you're more on the east side of the 101. Okay, so this is the 101 right here. And so there's this road Maddie right here that hugs, it's parallel to the 101. This is a really, really nice road. So this just kind of goes all the way through. It's not ever really highly congested. So this area over here is pretty superior. It's these types of homes over here. There's some smaller, like 1-bedroom condos over here. We've got alongside here on this foothill area, but it really doesn't get congested. Neither does Pacific Estates too much on James Way. We don't see heavy tourism over here only because there's not a lot of hotels or there's not a lot of restaurants. There's just the iconic McClintocks over here that you'll see off of the 101. That's where you get a good steak. It's a meat and potatoes place, but really over here there's not too much that attracts our tourism, so hence there's not a lot of traffic. And that's the same with over there on Pacific Estates. So that's a caliber of property that you can get over there, but don't fret, resales over here on Costa Brava and all that, they can be in the 1.8. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so now we're making our way down this road. We were just in this area, the last home I showed you. Now we're coming right here. So you'll see this is Costa Brava, Costa Rica, Costa del Sol. These are the names that you have here, all off of Maddie Road. So right here, we're going to take a look at this one, and it's down the way, but what I just wanted to show you that you can get a resale that's a little bit smaller, a little bit older. This was built in 2016, 3-bed, 4-bath, 2,015 square feet, 5,766 square foot lot. So again, let's just take a look at the interior real quick so you can kind of take a look at this. Again, more modernized. You have the contemporary, the Tuscan, more of the, that more richer architectural design here, more of this neutral colors. And of course, these will all command different pricing depending on the views, location. So this is something that you could get here. So this is Maddie Road, and then the 101 is right over here. So that's just something to be aware of, that there are other options for you to get some luxury living. Now, something to take note of as well is in this area that we're looking at, it is actually Pismo Beach. However, it's called Shell Beach. Okay, so this area is called Shell Beach, as I was saying, and it is just part of Pismo Beach. But the history of this is that when the business owners had businesses in downtown Pismo, where all of the hoopla was, if you will, they had properties over in Shell Beach. So that was more of a location of all the business owners. And that's where this became about, over here in Shell Beach. So this is another area that you can take into consideration. And this is where we're going to start seeing some different kind of beach properties for you. So let's just take a look at this map. Do you see there's little areas, Spindrift, St. Andrews, the Spyglass, North Spyglass, South Palisades, Shell Beach, Sunset Palisades, and then we head on over to a different area right here, the bluffs that we're going to explore. So this is where it gets really fun. This is more of a localized area. This is where there's a little village of Shell Beach where you can eat and have more of a neighborly thing where you can walk around. You're not going to see that over on the other side of the freeway. So now we're on the west side of the freeway, more cliff access to the beach, the cliff beaches here. So this is a location area that you can also consider. There's parks. Each little cluster has its own access to the beach. Some it takes a little bit more maneuvering through the roads. So this is a very interesting thing to really discover in Pismo Beach, is Shell Beach. It does not come up in your GPS. It's its own little thing, but there is Shell Beach Road that you can look for. So I've done videos on where you can eat in Shell Beach. I have a video of a Pismo Beach vlog that you can take a look at too. We'll have that come up for you. And then we have like the pros and cons of living in both Shell Beach and Pismo Beach. So there's a lot of things that you can digest about this area. So again, we're talking about luxury homes, but I am trying to give you location information. So when you're over here in this neck of the woods of Pismo Beach, Shell Beach area, is there's only going to be a couple of grocery stores that you'll have access to. And then furthermore, if you want to do that heavier grocery shopping, you'll either head into San Luis, get over to California Fresh, like I just showed you, or find another grocery store that's going to fit the needs that you want, that you need for the day-to-day living. So that's just something to take note of as you're exploring the area. Okay, so this next one that I'm going to show you is really going to be pretty stunning as far as the view you're going to get. Now, as you get closer to the water, the cliffs, those things, and there's the seawall, is you're going to deal with the Coastal Commission. So as long as you don't change too much about the properties or anything at all, most of these properties you just want to leave alone as they are, unless you've got the resources to make some significant changes that are important to you. Then just realize that obviously the commission, the Coastal Commission, will be a department that you will need to deal with here in California. So let's take a look at this one because it is a really good one. All right, so here we are taking a look at this property right here. Now we went down Shell Beach Road, we headed north on it, and we're turning here on Terrace Avenue. This is Shell Beach Elementary right here. This is where my kids went to school, all three of them, and they got to see the dolphins while they were in school. So this is a location area that if you had children, this could be an area that could fit your needs here. Also, if you were going to be venturing or sending your kids to San Luis for school, then Shell Beach is a good in-between place to also make your way to San Luis, because you're on the northern side of the beach area here in Shell Beach, Pismo Beach. And you can also venture over into these areas too. So, I mean, just so much for you to discover. It's really great, and it's so beautiful here. And it does get impacted with a little bit of traffic when there's something going on and there's a holiday. But other than that, I mean, for day-to-day living, it really is amazing. So let's go back here. I want to show you this property. So this is Shoreline, and we're going to bring it up so you can see what that has to offer. We're going to bring this up. So this is truly, you've got your balcony here, or your outside area, I should say. This isn't really a balcony, it's more of a patio area outside. So you've got the ocean literally right outside your window on this one. So it really is, that location is premium, as you can see from your living room there. And this one, I believe, does have elevator. Okay, so real quick, if you are finding this information of value, please be sure and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button because it helps other people just like you find the information, and hit that bell if you want to not miss any of our future videos that we're working really hard to help you out. And then leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you, and let's get back to the video. Okay, so we're going to jump back into this property here on Shoreline that I was going over with you. I'm going to give you some logistics. I showed you where it was at. It's by the Shell Beach Elementary School. So again, you're going to have the same situation where you're going to go to your bigger grocery shopping in San Luis Obispo or head over to California Fresh. And so let me give you some logistics of that property there so you can get an idea of what that's about. Okay, so we're just going to go over some logistics on this one. I almost able to show this one to potential clients, but regardless, here we go. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath, 3720 square feet at a 7405 square foot lot, 2-car garage built in 1974. However, you've seen that it has been revamped. So this was asking price was at over $5 million, and they went down to $4,995 currently. So yeah, it was at $5,140 and it is now at $5,995. So now this is Q4 of 2022. So this is a price point at this caliber at this time. So when you're viewing this video, we'll see where it's at or where it ended up landing, because it's still available today. So if you're looking for something like this, give us a holler. All right, so we're going to move on to the next one, and this is going to take us over to the very end of Shell Beach, and we're going to take you to the Bluffs. All right, so we left the best for last. So this is really an exclusive area in Shell Beach area. There's a lot of other little pockets here that you really need to discover. If you're looking at something in this price point, I was trying to give you more of a little bit of a variation, but more of the luxury here as we're ending the video here shortly. I wanted just to kind of give you a little bit to chew on to see if there's particular areas in Shell Beach or Pismo that you are seeing that could work for you. So this last one I was able to show, and when I showed it a couple months ago, there isn't any offers on the table. And then after I showed it within the next week, they came back to us, the listing agent came back to us and asked if we were going to be submitting something, because 2 other people were very interested, and it did end up selling with a cash offer. So let me bring this property up and let's take a look. All right, so I'm going to give you the logistics on this one first so you can get an idea of what we're talking about. This is a 5-bedroom, a 6-bath, 7,887 square foot home on an acre with a 3-car garage built in 99. So this is called the Bluffs, this particular location. So I'm going to go over to this screen here to show you where this is at. This is 34 Bluff Drive in Pismo Beach, actually Shell Beach. So this is at the very end of this street here. Here's Shell Beach Road, and you turn here into El Portal Drive. If you were to continue straight on Shell Beach, this road would take you to Avila. So you're right at the north side here of Pismo, Shell Beach area. So here's the Bluffs. These are very spectacular homes that are built on this hillside right in here. It's got a gate right here, but people walk on this trail here all the time. There's a beach access over here, Pirates Cove. There is some clothes that can be taken off on that beach. But yeah, this is very exclusive. As you can see, there's only these lots here. We'll go back to the property itself. So this was out the door at 5.6. It was listed at 5.690. I had the pleasure of showing this, and the driveways can be a little bit steep here. Just depending. This next door neighbor here completely revamped theirs and went for more of a contemporary style. So that's obviously your prerogative, your option. But yes, these are stunning. This is how these look. They're very beautiful, built on this particular bluff right here. That's hence the name. But you walk in here and you see this. This is your entrance, and you see this beautiful window overlooking the Pacific Ocean. I mean, it's just stunning. This one does have an elevator. You have different levels. Again, this is going to be very quiet, very private, exclusive, of caliber. This is la creme of la creme. This is where you want to be if you want that particular view, and this kind of square footage, high vaulted ceilings, very vast. There's all these balconies that you can entertain in. It's just this is it right here. So this is it in Pismo Beach, luxury living here in California. Take it in. Just letting you take it in. Your master bedroom all day long, every day. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh yes, let's not forget the wine. Always have to have room for the wine. You are on the Central Coast, which is the Lexington Napa. All right, friends, so the only way that we can help you find that sweet spot here on the Central Coast, anywhere in its surrounding areas, you've got to reach out. You got to give us a call, text, email, day, evening, weekends. It does not matter, because we have your back when you're moving to the Central Coast. So until the next video, we'll catch you later.